This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
I think that typically we expect teams to save their home run plays for later in the game when they feel like they have an advantage over a defense. But in this case, they thought they had the advantage right away and took the shot on the first play of the game and completed it successfully.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the Packers' 36-yard line.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown,
Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 12 yards there and a first down.
Valdez-Scantling, a gain of 12.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Rodgers.
That catch good for only a couple. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And it's third down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
5-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Aaron Jones.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The quick slant caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too. Tyler Lockett, 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of... and a first down.
Packer. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
With the handoff to
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Here's Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Jamal Adams there.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ford on the stop.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Seahawks nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Packers 7, Seahawks nothing.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Snap comes at 1. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Here we go, D. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, flush to his right. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw again is Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson will throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, they'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 40 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extras...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead.
The kick is.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tyler Lockett, 69 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Kill, kill, kill.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Aaron Jones.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. .25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Jones. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 10-yard touchdown run, and the Packers have moved out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
21 yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That completes it again to Metcalf. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, Wilson dancing to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing again here, Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Rodgers to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 6 yards to go.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Seahawks 40-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. They find some open field here. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot.